had 5 or 6 scholarships for this freshman class, and that it would be a huge class, to get Louisville basketball back going again after everything that happened. And we bought into what Coach Mack and the other coaches were recruiting to us and pitching to us, and like I said, we bought into it, and we realized this was something we wanted to be a part of.
Tim, you guys have become really good buddies as well, too, off the floor. Have you not?
We have, yeah. These guys are like the best of my friends since day one. I got here May 29th, and we were all hanging out from day one, and it's been great. Not just the freshmen, but all my teammates. I feel like we've already became brothers, and we haven't played a game yet. So it's been great.
What's been the big? Before you got to Louisville and Chris Mack got involved in recruiting, what did you know about the city of Louisville and this basketball program being from Texas?
I've always known that it's a passionate sports city. I knew the fans are crazy, even being from Texas and not really following a whole lot of Louisville basketball as a kid. Other than that 2013 team, I was actually a big fan of. But like I said, I know it's a big sports town. I know they love basketball up here.
What did you like about the 2013 team?
Really, I became a fan after the Kevin Ware injury. To be honest, just they were always on TV and talking about how the whole team was rallying behind Kevin Ware, and I kind of just became inspired by that. I started watching Peyton Siva. I was a big Peyton Siva fan, along with Russ, and I just I fell in love with watching that team play. And I think there's only 3 more games after Kevin Ware got hurt, but I was rooting for him that year. I became a big fan.
What's been the biggest adjustment?
I was just telling him a minute ago, just how long you have to play hard. There's no breaks on offense or defense, and I think I've gotten used to that adjustment. The physicality and the strength of the game would probably be another thing, but I'm getting used to that as I get stronger physically.
What do you think about your game has translated best since you've been practicing here?
I would just say my skill. I've never been the strongest guy on the court, and not even the most athletic. But I think skill always translates at every level, even at the highest level of the NBA. I'd rather have a lot of high skill set than really being athletic. Because like I said, I think at the end of the day, skill set is what matters over athleticism.
When they're recruiting you, the program was kind of down and in turmoil, and you walk in here and you're top 5 in the country and picked 3rd in the ACC.
Yeah.
None of the freshmen have been doing anything like that, or the veterans. But what's that been like to kind of see the attention that all of a sudden has come to this program?
I mean, it's cool. It's nice to see your name up there at the top. But at the end of the day, we haven't done anything yet. Being a top 5 preseason team, it's just, I wouldn't say it's pressure, it's just a lot of expectations. But we expect a lot out of ourselves as well. We have a lot of high hopes and expectations for the season. We want to win a national championship, Final Four, ACC championship. Those are our goals. So we don't worry too much about what they're saying on the outside. We just try to focus on getting better every day.
What was the scrimmage like for you?
The red and white scrimmage?
Or the secret scrimmage, Ohio State.
Oh, Ohio State? Oh, it was cool, because I've been playing against, these guys, my teammates, for the last few months. I haven't played in an organized basketball game since March, I believe. So it was just cool just to get out there, in an arena and just, play basketball, have refs and just play a game against somebody else. It was fun to get back there on the court.
When you showed up this summer and you start, adjusting to be a college basketball player, what was the biggest adjustment, in terms of just your routine for you?
This is gonna sound kind of weird, but I would say just getting ready for practice. My pre-game practice, my pre-practice routine lasts 45 minutes to an hour, just getting loose and getting ready to go, as soon as practice starts. It's 100% from the jump. So I think, in high school I could just show up 5 minutes before practice and be ready to go, but here, you got to be warmed up and ready to go when the ball tips up.
Is it mental preparation too for practice?
Yeah, definitely. I think you always got to have your mind right. When you might have 5 or 6 practices in a row, it might be a drag sometimes, but you got to look at the long picture and focus on your long-term goals.
You guys, as a group, the Super Six, you all kind of all talk about just being ready to go and trying to get on the court this year.
Yeah, of course. Coach Mack told us, some of us, we're all going to make a big impact in this Louisville Cardinal, uniform. He said some might be earlier than others. Who knows? The season hadn't started yet, but we all want to be prepared when our number's called.
What does it mean to you to